What is up? Welcome back. It's just me today. Oh, I am there. Just making sure you guys can see me. Let me know if you're out there. I mean, I see a bunch of you out there. I just want to know that you can see me. Oh, cute. Threw me off. Oh, good. So you can see it's just me. But Garrett will be here. He just had to go. So we had my nephew here helping us do some electrical work. And he just finished up about, I don't know, 10 minutes to 7. So 15 minutes ago maybe. And now he has to go take Marcella home so she doesn't have to wait till this is over. And when he comes back, he'll help me with this. But in the meantime, it's just me. Because I can do this without help. You see, no one's here to help me. It's just going to be me. Did Garrett fall while practicing his circus tricks? No, actually he didn't. But so you did see him juggling and balancing. I was like, you look like one of those circus bears. I was looking for his magic mirror so I could say hello. But I'll quickly say hello. I can do it a lot faster than he can. So who do I see here? Kim Lance is here. I'm so glad you're here, Kim. You and I got a chit chat. Lois Irwin is here. Let me do it this way. Lois Irwin. Hello, Lois. Scott, Tyra, Ingrid, Samantha, Christian, Juanita, Jennifer, Trudy, Adam, Monica, Teresa. Who else? Anthony Edwards, the doctor is in the house. Chris, the other Chris. Chantal, hi Chantal. Kelly, Nancy, Amy, Angie, Veronica. Did I say Jennifer, Tom, Kimberly, Corey, Terry, DJ, S, Tom, Aaron, Alien Leader, hilarious. Metal Maniac Prince, and I think Sheila, Donna, Rhonda. If you saw your name or heard your name, give us a thumbs up. Is that Garrett's spiel? You know, I tune out when he's saying those things, so I don't think I know the spiel like he does. But I tell you what, while it's me here, we're probably going to be more efficient today. Unless you guys... Well, when he comes back, maybe you can talk him into showing you his balancing and his juggling. They were, you know how that started. Terry and Blake were here, and I don't know exactly what got them going. Something out there, because Garrett went running past me to get the PVC pipe, but it's like 2 or 3 inches big. It's a big one. And then he started saying, well, we use this as a balance board. And then, of course, Blake's standing there watching him, and it says, well, can you do that and balance this ball or bounce this ball? And he said, and then you know how it goes. Then he said, oh, yeah, I can do the ball. You know what? Better yet, I can even juggle while I'm balancing. So he ran and grabbed 3 things that he could juggle. And they were just encouraged. Well, Blake wasn't doing it. He was just encouraging Garrett to take it to the next level. And then Tanner couldn't stand there and watch it without giving it a try. So then Tanner had to try it. They're just so funny. Boys will be boys kind of thing. Like they were just encouraging one another to get in trouble. The magical whatever thing. Adam, I am magical. I need my unicorn shirt. I'm magical AF. We made that shirt back when we were doing sublimation and using the Easy Subli. You can go check out that video. That was how we were doing dark t-shirts before we had a DTF printer. We were using Easy Subli, which was a pretty good alternative, although it's very thick. The design's very thick on your shirt. Thanks, Terry. Clown Garrett practicing. Yeah, that was so funny. I was across the room. I think you can hear me talking in the background because I was doing something else, and I was just kept looking over and thinking, this is escalating. Like this is getting more and more dangerous, and somebody's going to be hitting their head. amazing, like seriously getting the electrical going. That has been a process. Yes, I think the last bit of electrical that we really need for the jamboree is to what I think we're going to do. The room over here, this room that you guys can see the doorway to, is going to be where we'll do our apparel printing and hold our little workshop for the apparel printing. But you cannot run the apparel printer, heater, and heat press at the same time in that room, and it'll shut the power down, blow the breaker. So what I think we're going to do is my nephew is going to run power from the office over to this outlet right here so that we can run the heat press off of a different circuit than the apparel printer, because the apparel printer has a heater in it. And so when the heater in the apparel printer is melting the glue and the heater from the heat press gets to pulling amps, it just is too much for one circuit. So a standard circuit. So, but if you have that at home, I wouldn't be too worried about it, because you could do your printing and you could do your pressing. And that's how we've been doing it now. Once I get all my prints done, it's no longer heating. It can print just fine, but once the heater starts in the apparel printer, that's when it shuts it down. So as long as the print is done, I move on from there, turn on the heat press, and I'm good to go. So if you're wondering about that, you'll be fine at home. You don't need to run them at the same time. But for the jamboree, I want to be able to run them at the same time. So one thing is printing, and I can start the next row of prints while I'm heat pressing, and I don't want to have to worry about power. Plus, the other thing he was helping me do is 2 years ago, I decided that one of the ballasts was bad in one of these overhead lights in the next room over. And I was like, oh, I said, the light's not working. And Eric said, I think it's just the ballast. You can replace the ballast. But now you can change it out for LED lights, and you could bypass the ballast. Just change out the LED and change it into an LED one. I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I do that? So I bought so many LED lights to do pretty much everything in this building and convert them all. Why I was doing, as a renter, am I doing him this favor? But I decided that's what I was going to do. And then when I did that, though, I cut what I thought was the wrong wire. And the 2 of the lights in that room have now been out for 2 years. And so that room's been kind of dark. But he helped me. I didn't mess it up. I just didn't know what I was doing. So now I know how to do it, and I'll be able to finish my light job. So that's my other bit of electrical. And I guess I better get started on this project. While I'm doing this talking, let me show you what we're doing today, and then I'll get back. I'm getting back to work. I'm sorry. Let me go overhead. Nope. Bump. How about this one? No. He said overhead picture-in-picture would work, but I don't think it's working. Oh, there it goes. Just took a minute. Here we go. Hey there, silly goose. This is an exclusive from Terry and Blake. They actually sent this to us a couple of weeks ago, and this was going to be last week's Test Cut Tuesday, but I didn't have it done in time, or Garrett didn't have it done in time. So that's how we ended up with the unicorn. Not the unicorn, the mermaid last week, and this week we're back to Hey There Silly Goose with this cute little duck. And I know it seems kind of springy, but I just thought it was kind of cute with this duck and the raindrops and just a little fun. So we can go ahead and paint that, and I can talk and paint at the same time. Let me get out the white base. That's what we're going to paint the backer with. And some white paint. Rushing to get here. Christian, you're awesome. I miss you guys. I can't wait to, so Christian is part of the mentor team. You guys know that. And the mentors are going to get here a day early so that we can fill all the kind of the goodie bags before you guys get here and just finish up those last minute things. So they'll be here a day early. I think they're all coming in Tuesday or Wednesday. And I can't wait to see everybody. I'm so excited. And I think everybody's getting excited. Every time I talk to somebody, they are as excited as I am. I think this is zoomed in. Overhead zoom. Oh. I don't think we need to be zoomed in that much. I think the buttons only sometimes work. Well, guess what? We get this zoom. You get this nice zoomed in view until Garrett gets back. You can really see what the backer has to say. Danielle says, I love hearing about Garrett's antics. He cracks me up. He is a character, you guys. He is, and you know, the funny thing is, most of the time I enjoy it, but sometimes I want it to be serious. I want him to be serious, and he is not in that mood. But don't worry, he gets serious plenty. You guys never get to see like serious Garrett when he's getting stressed out in work mode or something like that. You guys don't get to see that version. But he is very funny, and he is a character, which keeps things so interesting. Things are always interesting when you got yourself a silly goose. All right, look, that's how you do a backer. Do you guys see that? This is why I should be doing the painting. You know why he does the painting? We've got to keep him busy. We've got to keep him busy during these lives, and he doesn't like to read and do the comments. So one quick coat on the backer. We're going to set that over here. It's going to dry, and we can do a second coat super quick. Now, I did not design this file, so I don't really know how it goes together. But as you can see, we've got the duck, its own layer. It's going to be on his own. He's going to be on his own layer. And I just popped that one piece out. And then we've got this layer, which is the base layer of the duck. He's going to sit on top, so the duck will be kind of like 2 layers, give him that 3D look. And then the words. So let me pop out some pieces here while I see what's happening in the comments. Oh, you love the silly goose. Good. I wasn't sure what the consensus would be on this one. Because it doesn't just say welcome, you know, that's what do you guys think? Do you like that it says something cute? Or, I mean, you know how these are. You can always change it out and make it say anything you want. Anything you want it to say. All right, I guess if Garrett were here, he'd be doing all kinds of extra shadowing and stuff because the duck, I mean the umbrella here, sorry, I'm moving too fast for it. The umbrella has a lighter yellow and a darker yellow. So I'm going to separate those, and I'm going to do one of them, the underneath, I'm going to do an apple star, apple stars. And then the top part here, I'm going to do in gypsy gold. And you know what I've learned? Has anyone else noticed? We don't have a buttery yellow. I have this cider cellar, which is kind of I don't know, a light, like almost like a citrusy yellow, but I don't have a buttery yellow. And I think we need that in our little pack here. That might need to be one of our add-ons. Good job, Terry and Blake. Yes. Garrett's a blast to hang out with no matter where you're at. Wait till he gets a few drinks in him. Then he's really a character. But he really doesn't drink that much. He has enough energy that I doubt you'll see him have anything to drink or anything at the Jamboree. It's not really his thing. But if you do talk him into having a drink, then he's really a handful. All right, these frames, trying to keep this stuff in camera view. I'm used to being on this side, so I keep trying to go over there. I really do have to kind of stand here where Garrett stands. Well, Sheila, I see it says, I would love to learn how to design files. Interestingly enough, I felt like you threw that one to me so that I could advertise. we are, for the Made It tier patrons, Made It and Master It tier, Garrett is going to restart his Adobe Illustrator classes. And not just Adobe Illustrator, he's going to be doing the full suite, how he designs the files through how he takes final shots, because he does use the full suite of products. He does bring them into Photoshop before we end up taking final shots. He uses Photo Room and a couple other programs. So he wants to be able to go through a whole series and show you how he designs the files all the way through to final shots and posting them available for sale. Because ultimately, I think that's your same goal, is to post them available for sale. And guess what? I think Garrett is back while I get all these duck pieces out. His face has, his little mouth has quite a few pieces. So does his boots here. Oh, he's playing it. I hear it. He's. Were you keeping up with what was going on?
I was.
Oh, so
I got to hear that I was a handful.
yeah. So all my trash talk.
To change the class around a bit, because I use a bunch of tools every day.
What did you click?
This one.
I clicked it too. I clicked it 17 times and it wouldn't do that.
Oh, it was 8. You got to click it 18 times.
Oh.
Let me go put my shirt on.
All right, I'm sorry. This is taking me forever. I think you're right. These boots.
Yeah, those boots were made for walking, not walking.
Yeah, these boots were made for walking. Hold on, you guys. I'm about to get it, I think. Test cut. We're learning. Here we go. I think I got it.
You want to switch for the day? Let me do the comments. Yeah, that's too.
No, this isn't super not fun.
Oh, you want to switch back?
Yeah, I want to switch back. I don't even. And plus, when you do the initial test cut, I don't know. You know, I'm trying to figure out what your logic is here.
I figured we would just leave those pieces out.
Just leave them out altogether.
Create a shadow and look black.
They're so small.
Mm-hmm.
That's the top of his eye and his eyebrow, I guess.
Same with these inner pieces of his beak.
Well, you definitely want that. Those have got to be yellow. I mean, he's got to have a yellow beak.
Well, I mean,
oh, you mean
his
this little
nose
thing?
hole
Oh,
and
this thing. Okay. These little guys right here.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. You want me to catch up on comments, or you want to? Are you gonna?
Oh yeah, I can get back on.
Tag in. Are you gonna tag in?
Tag me in, Coach.
All right. I love the duck. He's adorable. Oh, good. What good feedback. You guys are giving good feedback on it.
Yeah, this is
I told them I wasn't sure.
Terry and Blake. It's kind of like a collab. They shot it over to me. Like I made it 3D. I 3D-ified it.
I guess at this point I'm trying to get either duck pieces or frame pieces.
Yeah.
These
Let
are.
me do the whites first, because I know.
This is frame. This is frame. This is frame.
Is this a knuckle? What is this? Oh, that's a knuckle. Yep. All right.
Knuckle. These
I'm caught
are
up.
2 beak pieces.
2 beak or not 2 beak? That is the question.
That is the question. I lost. Don't lose this. This is his leg.
Yeah, don't lose that. Or his number.
And I'm missing like this. I just lost it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. That is not frame. That is beak. Beak. All right. Wing. I got you. Now I'm organized.
Knuckle.
78 watching. 32 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up and that heart button, please. Thank you, Lois. Sheila says, okay, I'm in, because she wants to do your learn to design files.
Oh.
And that's what Christian told her. Great timing. The new live classes are starting June 11th.
Somebody went a little hard on these tabs.
Lois Irwin. Dremel adds dimension. Yes. I'm loving the duck phrase. Oh, good. And then, yes, you need a buttery yellow. I was telling them we have this like cider cellar, which is more like a kind of a, I don't know, I called it a citrusy yellow. It's like a bright lime yellow, but I don't have a good buttery yellow.
What's that new one? Isn't that new one kind of buttery?
No.
What's a buttery yellow then? Like a pastel?
I guess. More like a pastel. This one, he wanted to know if this one was a buttery yellow. No.
Oh, what's that? Oh, well, it's called Buttercup Fields.
I know. Well.
Not buttery?
Well, no.
Sounds like false advertising.
I guess I should have saved that name.
Well, you can always call
Adam wants to know, how many lasers did we have at home before you moved to where you are now?
We had a Glowforge and then a big guy, and a big industrial guy.
Yeah, what is it, 36 by 55 bed?
Yeah.
No, 48.
Oh, I guess we had 3 of them because we had the Omtech, then we had the No Name brand.
The Polar? No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a Glowforge, and then we had the Omtech 80 watt that was 24 by 36 bed or
Yep,
something.
I almost forgot about that guy.
And then we had the big 36 by 55 100 watt that we had from China.
But it wasn't so much that we had to move because, it's basically because we were producing enough inventory for the craft shows and for the business, is that we were selling unfinished kits by then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely by then. And between that and making bows and what else do we have going? We had to paint them. We had a mini bow town. Oh, shipping. And then we had shipping in our office. And then we had our paint room. And then we had the filming studio. And it was just taking over the whole house. And it taken over the whole house.
Done took it over.
Good job. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Yep, thanks. Been doing this a while.
What color you guys want the words? Hey there, silly goose. Should that be...
I had a foxy tail tie.
Did you? It's like a teal?
Yeah, it was a
or
teal.
should it be blue, like a double-cross denim?
Oh. That's a tough one. I do enjoy that double-cross denim.
I think it's double-cross denim that you've got going there. Look.
Well, I know it's foxy tail tie. I did the file, but if we want to argue about it, you win.
I guess we could go. This looks like a cloud. I know it's raining, but it definitely makes me think of like a cloudy day.
Even on a cloudy day.
Whoop, there we go. There's not much in this, sorry. This is Squab Shack. Squab Shack is that like steely blue, and then the bright blue and the teal. Maybe we could mix them up because the clouds, you guys can see the clouds are definitely going to be something more like bogus blue, light blue like this. What you looking for?
This poker tool. No, you can't go back.
Why? I think I'm at the top. No, maybe not.
You're not.
No, I'm not at the top. Oh, Danielle says, good to finally catch a live in Australia. Fun.
Oh, that is fun. Well,
Scott Hamill said, easy subly. That's an old school video. Yes.
That is an old
I'm way
school.
back here. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to catch back up. Danielle said, I think you've done amazing getting Garrett to paint. I remember back when I first watched you, Garrett hated painting. Yes. And
Well,
now he
not
just,
like
it's just
I love
a
it
thing.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, great. That's true. I'm not sure he loves it, but it's just part of the job now, right? It's just a thing.
Just Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's just part of your Tuesday. Ingrid says you need a Dachshund file.
Oh, I do need a Dachshund file.
And you know we had one, Ingrid. Hey, that touches a
This is
soft
my
spot.
baby Grace.
Yeah, touches a soft spot.
Was she 22 when she finally moved along?
She was, 21. I don't think she hit 22, but she did hit 21.
Almost. She was close.
Yes, she was hilarious, that little dog.
She was a rescue dog. She was a rescue dog with some issues.
Donna Manning said, perfect as it is and appropriate for this week's down here along the North Carolina coast. Yeah, it is.
Too.
Raining here. Oh, Christian said this is another good one to break out the Dremel and round the duck edges.
Oh, yeah. I thought about that with his wing.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
We need a butterscotch color. Interesting. We don't have a butterscotch. That's a good one.
I was just talking about butterscotch today. I was talking about, I thought Eminem retired, but then he came back to drop some new tracks. And I think it should be just like if you retire from a sport and they retire your jersey, you can't have that jersey number back. I feel like you got to move along. And then he needs to pick a new name. And since he's older now, he's less of an M&M and more of a butterscotch hard candy.
That is. No, that is not true. Bite your tongue. Harry wants to know, and I don't know if either of us actually have that answer. I knew Christian would chime in. I was looking for the answer. Is $24 a month, paid 12 months in advance, the cheapest you can get Illustrator? I guess the cheapest you can get Illustrator is if you have a student.
Yeah, if you have a student.
License.
Get their student ID and sign in with their email.
Pam says, I'm looking forward to the classes. Also, I think Bill is definitely looking forward to me learning too. Right now, all the design stuff is like me trying to learn Chinese. I know, it does feel that way. And you know what? There is so much in Illustrator that you are not going to learn. You just have to do one step at a time.
Yeah,
And
that's part of why I'm redesigning the class too, to kind of slow it down. Last time I might have fed everybody with a fire hose.
just do a real basic version and then maybe come back with a more, okay, now that you know how to set up your space
Well,
and build a basic file.
last time I was kind of teaching Illustrator. You know, like a graphic designer kind of would use Illustrator to create laser cut files and stuff. But that's not how we actually use Illustrator. So this time I was going to do more like my day-to-day, how I use it day-to-day. There's a lot of things I do not use. Like today you were talking about the pencil tool. I think the last time I used the pencil tool was like 2002.
Well, it's not to say that other people wouldn't use the pencil tool or could. It's just
I just
you
think
find
the blob
other
brush.
ways. Yeah, I was
I
gonna
think
say
the
there's
blob
just other
brush
ways to do
is
it, right?
so much easier. Yep.
And that's the other thing, you know. You might be like, oh, I'm not doing how he does it. Well, you might not have to. Sometimes there's just multiple ways to do things.
There's 1,000 ways to skin a chicken.
Skin a chicken.
Well, what's that phrase?
I don't know, but I think
Skin a cat?
Yes.
Is it 100 ways to skin a cat?
This duck is kind of large. I'll figure that out later. Oh, you were? Dawn says they were able to get in today. Thanks for the help. This is, Clarence. Clarence says, this is Mr. Hog Dog. That's
Mr.
funny.
Hog Dog.
Evening, Led Zip. If you want to use free software to make files, Inkscape and GIMP are great substitutes. They are.
They are. I just don't know them.
Yeah, we just haven't used them and don't know how.
And the last time I used them, they didn't have like image trace and stuff like that.
Go with the darker one, the darker one, the darker one. Debbie Barger wants to know, what do you think of the Glowforge?
It was great in its day. They just haven't kept up. Here, you want to know what I really think about the Glowforge? You guys ready? I'm going to drop it.
I don't know what he's going to say, and I'm nervous.
Here it comes. I think it was great. It was great, and then they went public and got greedy and kind of closed off their
Wow, you're really just
their
speaking your
application.
mind.
Yeah. They kind of closed off their application, and now you can't even draw a square without having to have the premium
The
login.
subscription.
Yeah. At first, I loved it. The pass-through, super easy to use. It was, the whole thing was easy to use. I loved it. I did until I didn't want to pay that, was it like $50 a month for their subscription now? I didn't want to pay $6,000 and then have to pay $50 a month.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is. I don't think it's quite that much.
If anybody knows, let me know. I thought it was like $49 a month or something. I was like, no, thanks. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna paint the top yellow and the bottom yellow, two different yellows. But how I'm gonna do that is I gave a base of the top, a base of white, and I'm not putting a base of white on the bottom. So in theory, this should pop more than this, and you can really see the difference in between.
So you're not going to use two different yellows. You're going to use the same yellow
Same
with
yellow.
a different base.
Yep, one I just gave a base of white underneath them.
Okay, friend, let's see how that looks. I'm curious. Which one are you going with?
You tell me. I was thinking, what is that? Gypsy Gold. Gypsy
No,
Gold.
that's Buttercup Fields.
Oh, let's go Buttercup Fields. I think that would be a good one. Wait, which one's darker?
Buttercup Fields is maybe a little darker than Gypsy Gold. See?
Mm-hmm.
And then Apple Stars is very dark, but that's not what you want to use.
No, not for the umbrella.
So I think Buttercup Field.
Okay.
This is the new summer color. Another thing we've been doing as we prep for the Jamboree, those that are coming to the Jamboree, we've been pre-packaging paints. So if you want the new summer color set, yes, then we will have them pre-packaged and ready to go. Just let us know you want it, and then we can send it on with you. 4 ounce, 8 ounce. We've got a bunch of stuff pre-packaged and ready to go.
We got the
So
mounts.
no one has to, be there and work in, packaging orders and stuff like that. I'm thinking about purchasing the desktop one. I'm doing my homework. Well, there's a lot of options out there. There's the Glowforge, the Omtech Polar. I do highly recommend the P2S. And then the other great one.
Well, here's another downside of the Glowforge. You can't add a tumbler. There's no tumbler attachment.
Ooh,
it
good
won't get
one.
high enough to do a tumbler attachment.
Good
the
point.
pass-through, only a 1/4 inch slot. You can only go a 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no
think
tumbler attachment. The
you're
bottom
gonna-
doesn't come off.
For the price point, P2S is going to be great. Or the Mira 7.
Yeah,
Is
the
that
Mira
the same
7.
price?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the same
about the
size?
It's a little high, it's a little more expensive, but it's the same
Bed
size.
size, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the Mira 9 here. It's like the medium-sized laser.
No, we're going to have the Mira 7, right?
No, we're going to have the Mira 9 here at the Jamboree.
Oh.
The Mira 5. No, yeah, it's the Mira 5. That is the desktop size.
Yeah.
And that one we'll be getting in the future, I think, so that we can really compare. But the Mira 9, which is the medium-sized one, will be here at the Jamboree. You keep taking those off, and I keep putting them back.
Well,
My
Terry
bad.
and Blake got to see the sabotage firsthand.
That's what Blake kept saying, sabotage. And I was like, I'm helping. It's not sabotage. LOL. Guess what Harry just said?
Mm-hmm.
Harry said, there isn't a lot you can't do with Lightburn to make most signs.
Yeah.
That is not true.
What, Lightburn?
I disagree. You can't
design work? I mean, yes, you can design in Lightburn. You can design and create a space. But you can also rotate your tires with the jack that came with your spare. Or you can bring it over, you can bring your design over and put it on the rack and change the tires in half the time. I mean, or a quarter of the time. It's really on you. You don't need Illustrator, but if you're going to be doing design work, like real design work that you're looking to sell, just get design software. I mean, I can also bang the hammer or bang a screw with a hammer and do something similar. I can get
No,
pin two
it's not
pieces
quite.
of
I
wood
wouldn't
together.
say that's a good example because that's really like not intended purpose. But I think the jack is probably a good
Yeah,
example.
there you go, the jack.
You can do it,
You can do it.
but it will be. I think you can do more and really truly do some. And that that's a good
Well,
video.
with that being
is-
said, I think designing in Lightburn is like trying to rotate your tires with your spare jack.
maybe that's the video we've got to do.
And then Inkscape is probably more like your floor hydraulic jack. You could change the tires on your car. You lift up one side, swap them around. And then Illustrator is probably like the big hydraulic jack at a shop. These are the same color, right?
Tippy said, "Thanks for being truthful. Maybe I gotta just let you guys make keep making my stuff."
No, you can do it. You don't use half. I think the biggest.
Angelina says it is $50 a month.
Yeah, I thought it was $50 a month. Illustrator has a lot of tools that you don't use, but I think the biggest problem that people have is when they open Illustrator, it opens in Illustrator Essentials workspace, and people try to start from there.
And that's bare bones.
That
what
is
you're
bare
saying.
bones.
Essentials is bare bones.
It's bare bones. It doesn't have any of your shortcuts. It doesn't have your property window open up to its potential. You don't have the top property window. Just going to Essentials Classic Workspace is going to make life a lot easier.
Do you want to set yourself up for your...
I just need a
frames?
little bit of wildfire whisker, I think. Doop, boop, boop. Right, just one of those pieces.
Orange? You need a little orange or
Yeah.
Foxy Fire?
Oh.
Oh, let's go
Wow.
Foxy.
Oh, Foxy
That's his
Fire?
inside of his mouth?
Yeah. And the inside
Let's go
of
the
his boot.
darker. Donna says, I have a P2 and a P2S, and I love them both. And my F1 Ultra gives me large volume materials to work with. Yep, I do. I
Yep.
love the F1. Well, the F1's great for traveling to the shows, but we use that F1 Ultra so
Here,
much more
every
than I
day.
thought we would.
I use the Ultra all the time. Yeah, surprised. Like, I didn't want the Ultra, remember?
Yeah.
I was like, no, why would I want another diode laser? Sorry for talking into the mic. But then I end up using the Ultra all the time. Well, with the camera on the F1 Ultra, it's just so easy to engrave something real quick. Boom, bam,
Bing bong.
bing
Beep
bong,
boop.
clickety clack. and
I'll give that
any
a
other
couple coats.
automatopoeias that I can think of.
Yeah, it's also slow. Okay, I'm sorry. I jumped in the middle of Christian's comment. Christian commented, or the Glowforge annual is $253.94. Last time I paid it. It's also slow, so look at Eon or Xtool to have a more open and less limited ecosystem.
Now that we're still talking about it, I'm still thinking about the Glowforge. Another downside is the air assist. The air assist is just a computer fan that blows near the laser. Whereas the, even the S1 has got air coming out of the head.
And it's got an upgraded air assist in that.
Yeah.
You can throttle the air assist in that one up and down. The S1 I'm talking
And the
about.
P2S has got upgraded air assist.
Mike Smith, did you happen to see my chat message here? In this? No. Could have missed it, but I can go look. Oh. Mike Smith says, I watched the video from Sunday. You said you didn't have a hat press. If you want, I could bring my Stahl's 360 IQ hat press to borrow for the Jamboree. Mike, do I have your info? Can you email me that? I think that Josh is having one shipped here from Lone Star. Is going to have one shipped here. But I would love to offer... I would love to take you up on that offer if he doesn't, because I definitely think they're sending hats and patches. So if you email me and let me know that at support@kngmakeit.com, and that way I could get in touch with you in case I need it. Thank you so much. That's so nice. And thanks for writing again. Let me know, because I didn't see that. Let's see, back down here at the bottom. Jen B asked, is it easy to learn Illustrator on the iPad now? I thought before you said you should do it on the computer. You can do some things on the iPad, but yes, I definitely think the computer.
They might have updated it. Yeah, like the big thing that was missing on the iPad was the Pathfinder tool and image trace. And I use the Pathfinder tool about as much as I breathe.
Tyra also says, I also like with Lightburn, you don't have to rely on the Glowforge server when it bogs down. That's true.
That's true. I never really had an issue with their server bogging down.
Debbie Barger says, she says, but what if you get a jack with a can of Fix-A-Flat? That's what we got with a brand new car. Oh my gosh, they don't even give you a spare tire. They just give you a Fix-A-Flat.
Here's a jack and some Fix-A-Flat. You can fix the flat, and if it's too bad, just take the tire off.
Christian said, end of the day, it's all clip art anyway, right, Garrett? Look, Christian's just trying to get Garrett going. He's poking the bear.
There was some hoopla about me using clip art and not being a real artist.
Did you see how I didn't engage him on that on Sunday? Sunday studio sessions, Garrett. That had just happened Sunday, so it was fresh and raw.
Yeah.
You were ready to talk about it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Here's what I'm saying, right? If you're gonna throw stones, right, and claim to be, or just throw stones at other people using clip art, then if I go to your Etsy shop and I use a Google reverse image search, I better not be able to find your...
You have to get all this?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I better not be able to find your handmade designs in Adobe Photo Stock. You know, I shouldn't see them.
Okay, we're not. I didn't mean to get you going. I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Well, that person shouldn't have said anything. That person wanted to drop bombs and then be doing exactly what she was trashing me for.
I'd hate to think we're laser gerbil. I don't know, GRBL. would fit in your analogy. Can you change tires with your teeth?
You're right. That's just having two people. One person's going to lift the car up, and the other person's going to try to, I guess, loosen the lug nuts by hand and change the tire. You remember, you know what GRBL was? GRBL was. That's that first laser that I got.
Oh,
The $200
yes.
thing that I got from Alibaba.
Yes, that would be. There's a big difference there.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me get this before it gets stuck in there.
Yeah, that was a learning curve.
Yeah, Kat says, looking forward to the Illustrator classes. I know enough to get in trouble, but still get the job done. Need proper lessons. That's where I feel like I'm about.
Yeah, Kim's dangerous.
I don't know how to answer Harry. I think I missed something. Christian said, I'm still raw about it. Brings back Amish mode references. Justin Jacobs, technically AI images are clip art. It's not really made by the artist. LOL. Oh yeah, that got them. That was in there too. The AI stuff was in there too.
Oh yeah.
Not about our stuff, but just in general. But I've used AI stock images and designed my own. LOL. Yeah, I mean that's.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to I've seen so much clip art in the last few years, like so much clip art and so many things from Adobe stock and stuff, that big businesses don't even change Adobe stock. I have seen Adobe stock in Michaels. I've seen Adobe stock in Hobby Lobby. Like, I pulled it up on my phone and showed Kim while we were standing in Michaels. Look, that's just this whole tote bag was just an Adobe stock image. All I'm saying, you want to make money or you want to make art. And if you got enough time to be...
Oh, that's what Justin just said. That's so funny. He said Hobby Lobby is full of stuff from Creative Fabrica.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yep. So you can go ahead and spend hours on hours. Oh, and then their other comment was...
Thanks, Nipa. If you're out there, smash that thumbs up button, please. Let YouTube know we're here. Gosh, you guys, you want to hear a little something? We'll let Garrett come back to his rant.
Okay, yeah.
I know, you already know where I'm going?
Yeah. How quickly the internet forgets about you?
Yeah, yeah. Dropped us like a hot potato. Go ahead, tell your story. Or you want me to tell it?
Yeah, you tell it.
So, let's see. I don't have the exact dates. I don't know.
It was May 8th. May 8th to May 23rd.
No, it wasn't that long. So basically we were in San Francisco, right? And then we came back and didn't get a video done that week.
Well,
and
I did,
we
but...
did. No, the next week
it was
we
the
did.
next week.
So we were like, that's okay. You know, no big deal. One more video. We're late on a video. We'll just have to skip it because we were just out of time at that point. So, we went on and moved on to the next video, and that was the metal fab video, and we had it ready to go, but then they were like, well, wait, since it's a new product, we want to review it first, which is fine, but they couldn't get it done by Friday, and they were like, can you wait until Monday? And I was like, I guess that's fine. We'll wait till Monday. Were you looking for this? You didn't need this? Oh, you only did a little bit. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm busy looking for your bag and you moved on. So we published that video on Monday, but that meant there was like 12 days or something.
It was 14 days.
14 days since when we published the last video to the time we published the next video. And YouTube did not like that. Because when we published this week's video...
YouTube was like, oh, I guess you guys died.
Yeah. You're no longer a thing. I guess you don't exist anymore. So our video just is not doing very well. Oh, the thing about these raindrops is you gotta kind of keep them in order, huh?
Drop top. No, I didn't score them on the back. They're optional.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So then we can just pop them out
Yeah,
anywhere.
just put them anywhere you think they go. That's why I left them. I left them where they go in the design, so you could kind of just maybe look at the frame and figure out where they go. But if you don't want them, you don't need them, you don't
have to use
have
them.
All right, so what color did we decide for the letters and raindrops and drop tops? Are we going?
Mark says he's here. Did he miss anything? Well, he missed Garrett complaining about some
Other people complaining
internet trolls.
I was complaining about people complaining about me and calling me a goof.
Called him a goof.
I'm such a goof.
Oh, that goof.
That goof. It was all capitals. That's what got me. You
All right.
really think I'm a goof?
I don't know what the answer was on the blues. I think I missed the answer. If somebody answered me,
Are we going double cross?
go with the darker one. But I think that was the yellows or was it the blues? I think maybe it was the blues. Were you guys talking about this blue? Let's go with this one. The darker blue. Okay. This one then, right, Christian?
Double cross denim. One's like blue and one's like teal.
All right. Melody Boomhauer. YouTube does not like when you miss a video. The algorithm goes to HELL.
It does.
It did.
Shoo.
It's like it did. It was like, oh, guess you guys aren't doing YouTube anymore.
Guess
I
you
guess
guys
you're
are done.
We've only been doing this for how many years now, and now all of a sudden we miss 14 days, and it's like, oh, all right then, see ya.
So if you
Start
guys
over.
see a video where it seems like we're phoning it in, we are.
Right, that's what he said. He goes, well, fine. Then if we have to film a video, we just film a video. We'll just get out there and paint something.
Just do a test cut Tuesday for a video.
Yeah, I guess you could just to keep the content there.
That's what I was telling her. I was like, let's just do a porch leaner. She's like, no, porch leaners aren't a thing anymore. Our porch leaner's dead.
Christian said YouTube is all new phone, who dis?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, new internet, who dis?
Ooh. I don't know if we have a roller for this blue. We don't use this denim very often. Oh, here it is. It's
Yeah,
in here,
Might be old.
but I think she's,
I think she's crusty.
yeah, might be.
Are we going to do the raindrops and the words all the same color and the puddle? Everything's... Because in the design they are.
Yeah, then that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just do them all this color, and then we'll do the clouds in Bogus blue.
Ooh, what color is that?
That's funny. That's a cool teal, right? That
Yeah.
is a fall, that was a fall special pack, a limited release.
Mm,
Yeah,
a good
see, do you think that's gonna be too crusty?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's too crusty.
okay, here we go. I can't even remember when we used that color last.
I like
Oh,
that
probably the last time we used it was on the Scarecrow. His blue jeans.
color. Oh, it's blue jeans.
Might be the last time.
I don't know. I like this color. I keep putting it in designs.
Oh, who said that? Did you say something about porch leaners being dead?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said we should just do a porch leaner, but Kim said they weren't a thing anymore.
I did say that. What do you guys think? Give me your votes. Tell me. If you haven't left a comment, now I want you to leave a comment because I would really like to know what your thoughts are. Dead or not dead? Porch leaners.
Porch leaners.
Because he is dying to do another porch leaner. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to do
I
a
don't
summer
know.
one.
Are they still? Yeah, he really does want to do one, and because actually he wanted to do, wants to do one for, not this week's video, but next week's video, because we have to film 2 this week. We have to get this Friday's video out, and then next week with the Jamboree, we won't have time to really do a video. So we've got to film and edit.
You'd know,
this
you'd
week.
think after like 6 years of doing videos, we'd be ahead.
You would think.
You would think.
And every time we get ahead, we somehow
Get behind.
Get behind again. Yeah. Ingrid said, oh. Adam said, just put a video up of paint drying with the K&G jingle. Do it, build it, make it. If you think it, we create it. Let's just do that the whole time.
Or we could just do a video where I do circus tricks. I try different circus tricks.
Brandy said, all of us desperate housewives love you, Garrett. That was one of the things they said.
Comments.
Desperate housewives. It was a whole thing, you guys.
Somebody was really hating on me, right? And the thing was, they hated on me and Daryl because they had to clarify which goof.
Yeah.
Daryl
or this
or
one.
this guy.
Or those guys.
Or those
By
guys.
the way, I was included in there. I wasn't hated on directly, but I was grouped in.
Well, I mean, it
Not
started
dead,
with the
not dead, not dead, not dead, not dead. Oh, good. Okay, well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I needed that feedback.
Yes.
That was great for us. And Ingrid said, how about that cardinal porch leaner?
I know. Is that a good summer one, though? Man, I've been sitting on that cardinal porch leaner for...
Well, maybe not make it Christmassy,
Probably 8
like
months.
no snow. Just make him just do a cardinal one. That would be a really good one, because that cardinal door hanger that's not mine sells like crazy at the shows.
You know,
And
I tried to go back.
and then you guys used the one that I made. The
Believe.
no, that's the Christmas one. But then
Oh.
there's that like tan and black one that says
The cardinal one?
something I can't remember right this
That
second.
cardinal
Home. I
one
know it says
sold
home.
so well, but that was one of the reasons that we started to design our own signs.
Why?
Because
Everybody
they
knew
didn't
it.
have ribbon hanger holes. There was overlaps in the design. I had to rework the design a bunch to get it to be 3D like I wanted it to be. And that's when I was like, ugh, I'm designing my own files.
All right, clouds.
It was like that or chat with babes online all day. Oh, we don't have a...
Kenny said, I thought about using my UV DTF sticker printer to make a porch leaner design. Interesting.
Yeah, do it. You got a UV DTF printer? Do you
And then-
have
Guess what Scott's vote was for a porch leaner?
some kind of Michael Myers?
Halloween porch leaners would be awesome.
I know. I also started a Michael Myers silhouette porch leaner that uses the 2 pickets, so it's like his feet, and then his arms come down with the big shoulders. That's on
Adam
the
says
back
he didn't
burner.
mind a Desperate Housewives reference. We could be Desperate House. We can all be y'all can be Desperate Housewives. He
I'll
said
be
it was a good show.
It was, yeah, it was a good show. I felt like it jumped the shark there for a while. I feel like I watched the first 3 seasons of every show and then fade out. How many shows have we done that with?
Well, that's what happens when my book series. I'll get to like book 6, and you're like, all right, already.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm done with these guys.
All right. Donna said, oh, a video of your circus tricks.
Yeah. You send in the tricks and I'll try them.
Tony says, I hope there's still a need for porch leaners. I'm doing the Hello Summer ice cream leaner. I know you are.
Oh,
Which
right.
was also helped Tony, just so you know. That helped me. I mean, I was like, well, Tony wants to make one, so there's somebody else looking at them, and so I'm actually glad you guys gave me some feedback on that.
Yes, me too.
And then Chantal wants a snowman to go with the Santa porch leaner.
See, porch leaners are still alive.
Oh, good one, Scott. He wants an Uncle Sam porch leaner. How fun is that, right? I love that. I'm writing that one
Wow,
down.
that was so hilarious. There's a truck outside our window right now, and at the same time we went, it released its air brakes.
I went. Interchangeable cardinal one, so it's all seasons. That's a good idea.
Like, what do you mean? The cardinal pieces are interchangeable? The things around the cardinal?
Well, it had a little mailbox, I think. And then I think, but I felt like there was snow on it, right, Ingrid? Or is that maybe the reference photo? Now I don't remember what our design looked like versus like some.
What she gave me?
Yeah.
Me either.
Jen says, I've seen other people repost videos they've done in the past. That would count as a video, a new video. Maybe you could just do a generic video that can be reposted if you need a placeholder.
At the same time, I don't want
I
to.
love you guys.
I don't want to rip
help
anybody off. I mean, if they're coming,
Well, they're not paying for
They're coming
a
to see a
YouTube
video.
subscription.
I don't know. I would feel bamboozled if I clicked on it and be like, I saw this one.
God, I've already seen this one. So, well, people do reruns all the time. Why can't we do a rerun?
Rerun, Dwayne.
Adam said we can hold an intervention if you start pulling out the cricket. LOL. That's hilarious. We're gonna see if we can do some vinyl and.
All right, today I'm cutting some vinyl.
That's so funny.
All right, step 2. Now we weed.
Jennifer says the Cardinal, welcome to our home. That's what it says. Sells at every show we do. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I don't make that one that often. I'm not sure why that's not in my rotation.
There's a bunch that aren't in our own rotation. You know, we have almost 400 door hanger designs. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy.
Scott says no vinyl on wood. No.
No.
Christian, I have both a hate and respect for the Cricut. I made bank with the Cricut back in the day, and it's still great for some projects. Right? We didn't give up our Cricut. I haven't had it out in a while, but I can't bring myself to give it up. I feel like there are things I might need it for. As a matter of fact, last summer, remember Karen wanted to do. What did I have to do? Put a little
Ashley
vinyl
wanted
on.
something.
Yeah, it's for Ashley.
Yeah.
Who now has her own Cricut, by the way. Do old vids with new K&G audio commentary. Track over it. You can give yourselves constructive criticism.
Oh
that's
my
a good
God,
one, Mark.
that was a good one.
That's a good
We
one,
should
Mark.
just pull some old videos and roast ourselves. Like when I tried
Yes.
acting and when I learned how to edit and
Oh
I
my
decided
God.
to get crazy
Don't
with
you think that would be funny
the
for,
magic editing.
for a quick video? I love that idea.
Yes.
I think that, and then the people that have been around,
That would
like
be
our
hilarious.
followers, people that know who we are, it
So-
doesn't matter. If you're roasting somebody, I think anybody would love that.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead
Just
and
roast
admit
yourself.
it. There was a period of cringe in there. And by period, I mean the first 5 years. Like when we did the whole outdoors series with the cornhole boards and stuff.
Yes, that's where you were
I
trying
almost,
to act.
I almost deleted them. I almost just got rid of them.
Didn't somebody say something? Well, you could just delete them, and I was like, no, you got to keep the content out there.
It's
Just
like
hope
pulling
nobody
a hook
watches
out of the water.
it. Just hope nobody watches them.
Oh, nobody's biting on this line. I better pull it out.
All right, that's good.
I
Oh,
think we're
did you
done.
come back and do a double? Yeah, I think you did a touch
Double
up on
Dutch
that.
bus.
A double touch on this orange.
Oh,
think you
yes, I did.
All right. Then my 2 pieces are done.
All right, I got one thing to do.
All right, you're at 8:06. You need to get on it
All right,
if you
hold on.
want your nachos tonight.
Oh, snap, my nachos. Hold on. I'm going to throw a scooch of glitz up on this jam.
the best of K and G, but that's harder than it sounds, Tim. You know what that means? We have to go back through and find all this video footage and then put it all together. Those are hard, and that's why I tell them when Tanner and Garrett, sometimes they both edit. Mostly it's Garrett, but Garrett says he's done editing for a while. He's going to make Tanner do it, so Tanner will be doing the next few videos. But I tell them when you're going through and editing and you find a blooper, save it off into a folder so that we will have that blooper reel at the end of the year. We like to do that. Like the last 2 weeks, we like to do like a year-in review and a blooper reel because it's right near Christmas and we get so busy just like with family stuff. That a blooper reel is just funny. I mean, everybody loves a blooper reel. Jeffrey says, are porch leaners and door hangers a Midwest Southern thing? I don't see them much on the west side of the Rockies. Interesting. Definitely, I feel like they're definitely a Southern thing. I mean, I don't know if they're elsewhere, but I know that they're a southern thing. Ingrid says on my front porch now. Yeah, well, Ingrid is Southern. She lives in North Carolina.
Grits and lamb. What you little blast on?
Use your Cricut to cut out stickers for the Jamboree. Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Oh, no.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, he just killed the scarecrow coming down through the hallway. He knocked him over, and I see a bunch of pieces on the ground.
His arm got hooked on the other door. What was his name?
What did you have to go out there for anyway?
Look at that. I did a glitter blast. I glitter blasted the letters.
Mm-hmm.
Just needed a little bit. All right, let's start putting this jam together.
Scott says, I see people around here liking shaped hangers more than rounds, like the Christmas elf gnome you did last year. Oh, well, that's good because I have a couple of, like, I'm trying to do more outdoors. I don't know, what is that called? Like Midwest and Western. So Wyoming and those people that are landlocked and do not have beaches around them. So for the summer, I have a series of 3 or 4 that I was working on that are more mountains, lakes. What else did I see? Tent, RV, those kinds of things. And some of the clip art that I saw somewhere, which I thought would be a great idea to do in our sign, was, I don't know if you guys can see me because he zoomed in. That's okay though. Think it's like a triangle. Basically the sign will be in the shape of a triangle, but it's like kind of a camping sign where the 2 sticks cross at the top, and at the 3 corners of the triangle there would be like sticks that cross, and that would be more like a camping sign. And we don't have one like that, and I think that would be fun.
I do modify my clip art.
Yes, you do.
It's never straight clip art.
Let's see. Jen says, yes, Mark, that's a great idea. They've done a similar thing recently where they were making fun of themselves watching their video. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
we did that on Patreon. A little behind the scenes of us reviewing the video before it went live. So after it gets edited, before we kind of finish it, we do a quick review. Let's all watch it one time, see if we missed anything during editing or if there's any changes that we want to make to the video. So, and that one, we roasted ourselves while we were watching it.
It's easy to do.
Yes, Kim, that's a great use for it. She says, I use my Cricut to make stuff for my bulletin boards in the classroom. Perfect use for the Cricut.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kat says, you laugh about the vinyl, but I just had a customer tonight that wants plastic water bottles for wedding guests with their name and the wedding dates on them. Gonna haul out that Cricut Maker and get the job done. That's what I was doing, Kat. It was wine glasses, right? Didn't I do a few little...
Oh, yeah, because the lady wanted the name on them, and we were trying to engrave them, and it was that pink stuff, and that pink stuff was not engraving.
Well, we did engrave those.
Yeah, we got it done.
But
one of the
for-
options you gave her,
but
you went back
Ashley-
and you're like,
Yeah, well, I was going to put DTF stickers on them. I wanted to do some cool stuff. But last year, before I had the DTF printer, I did vinyl for some wedding glasses. For, I guess it was not last year. It was actually a year before last, right?
oh yeah,
Ashley and Jason.
oh yeah. I think I'm gonna make these boots just one boot piece.
Scott said if you're going to do a roasting video, you should do the God Bless the USA leaner where Garrett spilled the paint all over him. My
Oh,
daughter
yeah.
loves that one still.
This is why you can't do trivia with Scott.
He doesn't forget a thing.
This dude's got a memory like a freaking elephant.
Master at Zoom call tomorrow night. Yes. Thank you,
Yes,
Mark.
uh-huh.
Thanks for the reminder. I keep forgetting that today is Tuesday. I didn't even think about it being Test Cut Tuesday.
This morning I
until
said like
10 a.m.
3 times
Yes.
during planning. I was like, and remember today's Test Cut Tuesday.
No, you said, and I've got to do the Test Cut Tuesday design. I was like,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Do the Test Cut Tuesday design. For
Whatever.
tomorrow. Yeah, for tomorrow. I kept thinking it was for tomorrow, but it was actually for today. So I'm glad you had the days correct. Danielle says, you use goof all wrong. I called my Neo Mastiff a goof because she makes me laugh. It's a term of endearment.
Oh, yep, that's how I'm taking it now.
Kansas. Well, that are you talking about like where you see porch leaners and stuff like that? And then Daniel says, speaking of porch leaners, LOL. Oh, because we talked to the bloopers. Speaking of bloopers, the porch leaners, yes. Christian says the scarecrow needs Aflac now. He needs something. I mean, I can see
He's missing
his
the top of
sunflowers are on the ground.
his left arm is on the ground.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He really took him out. I mean, that was a loud bang. I don't know if you guys could hear it.
Well, don't be looking at me wrong.
Donna says, I hear taps playing for the scarecrow.
No, I think we can fix him.
Oh, good one. Christian says it's the 50th anniversary of Jaws this year. So big action around that. And our coasters and inspired keychains have been selling well.
Oh yeah, he's up in Boston. That's Jaws territory, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. Where was it? I don't know where it was.
Thought it was like
set.
Cape Cod.
Oh, good one. Oh, Ingrid says for the Jamboree, I'm bringing some ribbon for prizes or giveaways. Do you guys need some?
Oh yeah.
That's a good
That's
one.
right. She's got all that ribbon. She could open a ribbon store.
Oh, Tyra, I love you, Tyra. She's like, I know you've asked before. Dinosaurs?
Man, I have one in the works. I could say that pretty much about everything.
Right. You do not have a good one in the works. I've not
I
seen
don't have a good one in the works.
I've not seen anything like that's getting close.
Yeah, there's nothing that you like.
Tyra says Pigeon Forge is all decked out with them.
Freaking, I love Pigeon Forge. Oh, porch leaners?
Scott wants more Bigfoot signs.
I'm in on Bigfoot too.
Terry and Blake, you still out there? They've been doing a lot of designing, helping us.
Yep.
When you put a rerun in, you just call it a Throwback Thursday. There you go, Danielle. Spicy Idaho Queen Bee says hello.
Well, hello. I still love the name.
Oh, that's good. Aaron says, yes, porch leaners are at every event around here. Good. And then Justin says the same thing. I'm surprised you don't have an Uncle Sam porch leaner like the Santa style one. Big old Uncle Sam, like that big old Santa.
Mm-hmm. Uncle Sam
All
wants
right.
you.
It's on the list, you guys. I like it. And Adam said, I wouldn't be mad if we took a stop at Bowtown during the jam. Yeah, I don't really have a workshop
Bowtown's
around bows.
been
We should do a
dismantled,
good.
yeah.
That would be a good workshop, don't you think, you guys? I'm going to keep that in mind. I could
Get
bust
your
that out
pinching fingers
quickly.
together.
Look, I'm gonna circle that. That's a good idea. If I don't have a second day of paint techniques, then I'm gonna do a bow workshop because I can show you maybe how to make 3 different bows. I think that's a great idea. Adam, where were you 3 months ago when I was trying to figure out what the workshop should
think
be?
Adam was I was reading somebody's post yesterday, and then my Facebook refreshed on me. I think Adam was the fire department got called on him.
Yes. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's that. He was. Poor
was
Adam
busy.
was having a moment. What was that? Was that Sunday?
Yeah, I think I saw the post on Sunday.
Was that Sunday when he was all up in his feels? Actually, you had posted that, and within 5 minutes, I was trying to reply to you. I actually started a reply, but I can't remember how. I didn't get to finish it, and then by the time I came back, a bunch of people had replied, so my reply was irrelevant. But I was basically going to tell you what they did is, just keep doing your thing.
So
You could do a Mormon porch hanger.
Step
It would
up,
have
I'm
changeable
doing the
numbers as a countdown to the next rapture date.
all good things.
Danielle said, don't delete stuff. It shows growth of your channel. Oh, Daniel said, speaking of bloopers comment, was in reference to the scarecrow incident. Right? I wish there was a camera. I don't think there's a camera over there.
There needs to be a camera in here 24 hours a day.
Ingrid said, we also need a dinosaur door corner. That will sell for kids' rooms. Absolutely.
That's where I was going with it. I was looking for like kid room dinosaur stuff. It was that, and then like Jen and I were working on a monster truck.
Well, Jen had an awesome dinosaur
Oh,
one.
she did have a good dinosaur one.
Why don't we can release that. Jen, don't you think we should release that? I don't think she's on here tonight.
Jen, where you at?
Terry says we're here. They're multitasking. And another vote for Bigfoot. Another vote for Bigfoot. Oh, no, that was Terry saying, yes, we can maybe make a Bigfoot. Martha's Vineyard for Jaws. But in LA at Universal, the whole park was Jaws stuff. Oh, really? Interesting. Garrett's going to have to say goodbye to those nachos tonight. You better get on it.
I'm almost done.
Nachos.
Look how quickly he's coming
Cat's
together.
so funny.
Man,
yeah, he's cute.
Sometimes
You impress
I'm
yourself.
like, man. Oh, I forgot the score mark for his.
He does. He looks really good. I don't know how well you guys can see from over there, but this duck really does pop well.
Oh, hold on, let me get his
I'm
other
just going to
arm
get
on.
this out of the way so they can see better as you're putting it together. Get that out of the way. He said, oh my God, no, it was yesterday, Monday. That was Adam. At the fire department and all the drama.
I'm just doing crabs.
Scott, did you just volunteer Jessica, or does Jessica want to do Bowtown? Jessica wants to go to Bowtown if you do it at the Jamboree. I don't think Jessica said she wanted to do Bowtown. I think you just volunteered.
I don't think she wants
her.
to teach Bowtown.
No, he volunteered for her to go to Bowtown, because she does them. And Tim says Jackie would be in for Bowtown. You guys, this is a ladies only class. You gents can get out of here.
I do bows. I do bows at the workshops.
Adam said, seriously, pull the ring footage from yesterday. Bertha wants to know what glue we use on the wood pieces. It is definitely Starbond. This is Starbond thick. I'm going to see if I can, this way. If you come to the Jamboree, I'll have some for you. Some. I don't have a ton of Starbond, you guys. I meant to order more so that I could have some big 16 ounces, and I think I only have 2 or 3 of them. I wonder how quickly Starbond could get me some glue here.
I need the thick step.
Add a dab of glue. That's one word. Add a dab of glue.
That is one word.
Lisa Mead says, I'd love a dinosaur too for my grandson, making the mermaid for my granddaughter. All right, dinosaurs definitely. That's a good one. I think we could
Dinosaurs
pull
in.
that out.
Hey, you want to pop some raindrops?
Pop some raindrops.
Drop top.
Easy. Done. Consider it done. Where was this goose a month ago? My niece wanted a sign that said, "Mess with the honk, you get the bonk." Oh, I love it. I love that. Oh, yeah. You needed this one, Kat. He said, no. Scott says, no, I didn't volunteer her. She asked. I asked her, and she said yes. She's sitting right here listening to the whole thing.
He asked like this. You want to learn how to do bows, don't you?
Oh, Christian sent the glue link. Thank you. Scott wants some Starbond. All right, I'm going to see if I can get some Starbond here quickly. They'll do it for me. I'm sure they'll get it to me quickly if I tell them I need it.
Yeah. Throw your name around.
Yeah. Let me just throw my name around. I'm sure.
This is Kim.
I'm sure I'm a big deal in the Starbond world.
This is Kim. I'm known as Snake Bear Snake.
Grandma said something the other day, and I said, oh, now I know who the original Snake Bear Snake was.
I could see it.
My 99-year-old grandma. She's spicy. You don't get to be 99 without being spicy.
I better pump up my spice then.
Yeah, you're just such a little angel. That's who you are.
I am.
You better put about 6 raindrops on there and move on.
Well, I think we can just dip them and dab them.
Oh, good idea.
Do the old dip and dabs on them.
Little dip and dabs. I hear you. Let me see if I can find a small plate for you. I don't think there's one in here.
And then I think we really just got to make sure the raindrops are all pointing in the same direction, so that continuity.
Bearded Viking Woodworks, love it. Says, is that acrylic? It looks really good. No, this is MDF painted with our awesome Foxy Hughes paints. That's why it looks so good. It really does. Look at it pop on the camera. I mean, it pops here too. Look at that. That looks so good.
Pre-raindrops.
Throw a little raindrop in there. Oh, good job. You've got the dot on top of silly attached. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Get that order in ASAP. It looks like everyone needs it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to call them tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm making a sign for my geese now. Mess with the honk, get a bonk. Christian's on it. K&G have better prices on Starbond than Amazon. Fun fact. You know, here's the thing. The camera is looking right at me.
Position
I think
one.
it must be following me. I must have done something. I publish their lowest price that they say I should publish, and I see on Amazon it's sometimes cheaper, so maybe I just got to do my own thing. Daniel says, oh, at Bearded Viking, loving your videos lately. Subscribed a couple days ago. Can't get the Add a Dab of Glue song out of my head. Oh, I don't know anything about that, but I'm going to go look it up.
Yeah. Oh, my hay moved. You can barely tell.
Hey, you're still on. Yes, Jen. Were your ears burning? 1, we were talking about you a few minutes ago. 2, Garrett's taken, well, first, I was here doing it by myself, so I got a little slow, kind of a slow start, although I told everyone this is going to go a lot faster than what Garrett does it.
So this one raindrop is actually an apostrophe or a comma. Hey there. Raindrop, comma.
Silly goose. Do you want me to help you throw a couple of these on?
Sure.
All right, let me get a couple raindrops in here. You do that over there.
Get in there. Get in there. Get your raindrop on, girl.
I am. Oh, I did them backwards. I don't know. Which way do the raindrops go?
Well, how do
I
you
did
think
it backwards.
raindrops?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I totally did it upside down.
It's because you're a weather chicken. This is how much you hate rain.
Right. So true. That is so true. This little sharp guy is supposed to be down here. A couple of them are going the wrong way. Things are getting crazy. I don't know. They were pointing down this way.
Oh, because they're splashing out of the puddle.
Oh, those are puddle splashes. I got you.
Don't confuse puddle splashes with
Boop, boop. I got you.
raindrops.
36 minutes to get nachos.
I'm
Every
almost
time you
done.
guys say that, he gets. I see him get a little wet. Oh my God.
Just get a little bit faster.
Amy says, I'm interested in making a porch sign display post like the one in the recent video. I have a baby laser though, so I may have to wait until I upgrade my laser. You might, although we talked about doing
Yes, I'm working
a
on it.
desktop version with a second tier, so it ends up being taller, waist high, but it's made in 2 parts. So we're going to see if we can do that. I think that came from Sunday Studio Sessions.
Yeah, I think Adam was like, my laser doesn't cut that big. It's like, I got you.
Jen says, hey, West Coast time here, LOL. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. And Bearded Viking Woodwork says, I have 2 French dewlap geese. Do y'all sell these? Sorry, new here. Just found you, but would love to support. Well, thanks. Yeah, we sell them as finished signs in our store.
Yeah, and we're going to have to go check out the
Yeah,
Bearded
go
Viking.
check. Yeah, because Christian just said, love your cardboard box video. Your edits and color grade are fire. There you go. Look at that guy. Great job.
Look at my little goose there.
Kim says, please do a desktop version of the stander.
Do you see his little hand? See his hand holding the...
Trudy says this one's a cutie. Yeah, look at how good he looks. The 3D is so good on this one.
Yeah. And you see how it's the same color, the umbrella, but the bottom one looks just a little bit darker.
And it's in that frame.
Mm-hmm.
You're so good at your job, babe.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Oh,
Position 1.
there it goes. Good.
Yeah, zoom.
All right, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, hold on.
You think this is a level 2?
I put level 2 on it on the website. There you go. There's him straight
At
on.
least, huh? Is that what you're saying, Jen?
Because the frame pieces and stuff, the glue gets a little tricky. You got to kind of glue all the pieces in the frame at
You're
one
getting a
time.
bunch of love on it.
I like
Are you
it.
about out of time, G?
I think it came out great. Thank you for Cherry Bomb Creations. A great collab.
Yes, Terry and Blake, Cherry Bomb Creations. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, well, I am about out of time. I got to go get my nachos. You got to cut out this goose here. Well, we could be doing at the Jamboree. We'll play a little duck, duck, goose.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will. All right, seriously, I'm out of time. I got to grab my nachos. We will see you on Friday. We got a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's a little bit of Illustrator. We're going to show you 5 easy tools and scripts that I use every day.
Yeah. Fun ones, yeah. Just good.
Good ones.
Good
They're
ones.
Good ones. Quick ones. Want to hear the song?
See what I told you? Didn't want to work.
It doesn't want to work.
Do it, build it, make it. If you think it, we create it. Do it, build it, make it. With Kim and Garrett, make it.
Adam said, I love Test Cut Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Hey, it came back. It
Yeah.
just came back on its own.
I'm still reading comments. Adam said, I love Test Cut Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
A little bonus footage.
And they're back, LOL.
It won't turn off. It won't end.
We can't. We'll just be here all night. It does
All right,
not